Good evening, y'all. This is Tucker Daffy. NFL Week 1 is ahead. I'm going to give y'all my picks for next week. Let's start off with the Green Bay Packers versus the Seattle Seahawks. Yes, Russell Wilson and the Seahawks defending champions. But I'm going to go with Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. How can you not go wrong with that one? Moving on, the New Orleans Saints versus the Atlanta Falcons. I like Matt Ryan, but how can you not go with Drew Brees? He should pile up numbers in the fantasy league. I'm going with the Saints over the Falcons. Let's move on. The Vikings versus the Rams. The Rams just lost Sam Bradford. I know they're hurting right now. I like Adrian Peterson and the Vikings. I'm going with the Vikings over the Rams. Let's move on. After this hook. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Let go. Let go. Let go. They can't hold us, baby. Moving on. The Cleveland Browns versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Look, I would love to see Johnny Manziel start. I don't know if they're going to start him. But anyway it go, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers should beat the Browns easily. Let's move on. The Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Nick Foles, he should eat this defense up. I'm going with the Eagles over the Jaguars. Let's move on to the Oakland Raiders versus the New York Jets. Geno Smith or Michael Vick. Which one's going to start? I don't know. But both of them are running quarterbacks. I'm taking the Jets over the Oakland Raiders. Let's move on. Cincinnati Bengals versus the Baltimore Ravens. AJ Green, he should have an explosive year this year. I'm going with the Bengals over the Ravens. Buffalo Bills versus the Chicago Bears. Chicago is one of my Super Bowl picks, right along with the Patriots. I'm going with the Bears over the Bills. Let's move on. Washington Redskins and Houston Texans. RG3 should have a big year this year. I'm going with the Redskins versus the Texans. Tennessee Titans versus Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs over the Titans. New England versus the Miami Dolphins. Tom Brady should eat this defense up easily. It's a slaughter. Patriots over the Dolphins. Panthers versus the Buccaneers. Cam Newton should run all over this defense. Panthers over the Buccaneers. San Francisco 49ers versus the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going with the 49ers. The Colts versus the Broncos. Peyton Manning against his old team. But guess what? I'm going with Andrew Luck and the Colts. Monday Night Football. The Giants versus the Detroit Lions. I like Eli Manning, but I'm going with the Detroit Lions, Megatron Johnson, and Matthew Stafford. Look, I like the Detroit Lions offense. I don't know about their defense, but I think they should get the win against the Giants. The last game for Week 1. Monday Night Football doubleheader. The Chargers versus the Cardinals. I'm going with Phillip Rivers and the Chargers. I like Tyrann Mathieu. I like Larry Fitzgerald. I like Carson Palmer. But I like Phillip Rivers better. Chargers over the Cardinals. Look at the bottom of my screen to see the fantasy tips. Good night.